Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. I have restarted this video about 4 or 5 times now. I think it's because I'm a little bit nervous because I have some big life news to share with you. In fact, you will already know because you'll have seen from the title of this video that I am having weight loss surgery. In fact, when you're watching this, I've already had the surgery. In my time, it's happening in 3 days. So it's Monday today and I'm having it on Friday. I think that it's really important for me to be honest with you guys. I share my life. I've shared my journey as a plus size woman, and I wouldn't want to hide something like this from you. So I always knew I wanted to update you guys and keep you in the loop. I just needed to take some time to process this decision by myself. It's annoying, but I'm a very easily influenced person. I think I'm getting better as I get older, but it is something that I've struggled with throughout my life. So I needed to make this decision by myself and for myself and know that I was making it for the right reasons. And so I kept it really to myself, well, to myself and Adam for a very long time, just because I needed that space to know that whatever decision I made was completely for me without anyone else's influence. So that's why I'm coming to you after surgery, to give me time to process what's happened and to heal and to get into a good place before I share it with whoever's watching this video. I am having a gastric bypass on Friday, like I was saying. It's something I've been thinking about for a long time. I've probably been seriously thinking about it for sort of 8 to 12 months. It started off as this idea of something that I just thought I couldn't do or I shouldn't do. And I just want to add a disclaimer here. I'm talking about my experience here. Nothing I say should reflect on how you feel about yourself or what decisions you make or what path you take. I'm talking really personally, probably the most personally that I've ever talked on YouTube here, and really I'm talking about my experience and what I have been through and what I've experienced and what I want from my life and my life experience. So I really don't want anyone to think that what I'm saying is a reflection on what I think anyone else should be doing. This is me, myself, and my own journey. So like I said, I've been thinking about it for quite a while and I thought that I couldn't or I shouldn't, or I had all these misconceptions about what surgery would mean if I went down that route. And over the sort of past 8 to 12 months, I've been researching and learning more. And alongside learning more about surgery, I've been realizing how my weight affects the way I live. Now, I want to make something really, really clear from the get-go. I am not having surgery to be slim, skinny, to look in the mirror and look a certain way. I have worked so hard for the past 2 or 3 years to deal with my body issues and to come to a place of acceptance of the way that I look. Now, I'm not going to lie to you and say there's not a tiny part of me that still has that urge in me to see a smaller person in the mirror or wear a smaller size. Society has ingrained that in me my entire life. So I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't care what size I am, because there is still a part of me that does. What I'm saying is that it is in no way, shape or form my main motivation, or even it's nowhere near the top of the list. It's right at the bottom. The reason I'm having this surgery, well, one of the reasons, and I feel like you'll have to bear with me if this video is a bit rambly. I'm not scripted, I'm just talking to you, so if I'm a rambly person. But if I'm rambling more than normal, it's a difficult topic for me to talk about, so please bear with me. One of the main reasons of having this surgery is because I do not feel comfortable in my body or in the world. So these are 2 different things. I'll unpack them separately. So feeling comfortable in my body. I feel unfit. I feel really unfit. I live in a house with 2 flights of stairs now, and I think that has made me realise, because we lived in a flat before, like I walk up 2 flights of stairs and I am so out of breath and it hurts and I need to just take a minute, sometimes 2, to catch my breath. I can't go on walks with people because I'm so scared of how far they're going to walk and can I keep up? Am I going to be exhausted? Am I going to be out of breath? Am I going to be a mess? I avoid those situations like the plague. I just feel uncomfortable in my body. I feel unfit, and I feel like I've got to a place where the thought of going to the gym, like pre-pandemic, I really loved going to the gym. I love weightlifting. I used to go to like body pump. I used to enjoy spin classes. I never really lost weight, but I got fitter. But I feel at the moment, through the pandemic, through just sitting at home and surviving and not going outside for 2 years, I feel like my weight has crept up and my fitness levels have just dropped dramatically, and it feels so impossible to try and get that back right now. I'm sure it's not, but that's how it feels. And the other part of that is that I feel so uncomfortable in the world. Now, I don't mean the way that people look at me because of the size I am, but I mean like I don't fit in the world. Like every time I sit down on a chair, I have to quickly process like, am I gonna physically fit in the chair? Am I gonna break the chair? Am I gonna hurt from being sat in this chair? I feel like, and I'm sure a lot of you will relate, but I feel like with everything I do throughout my day, I have to think about my size. I have to consider my size. Like everything I want to go do, I have to think about whether my weight is going to be a problem for that. I think I'm too big for theme parks at the moment, especially definitely here in the UK. But I want to go to a theme park. I want to go to a water park. I want to be able to go for walks with my friends, or not even like I want to go on a hike because that's never going to be me. But I want to like, if my friend says let's go walk the dog, I want to just be able to go and do that and hang out with my friend and a dog. Like I don't want my size and my fitness to be a blocker to me doing the things that I want to be able to do. I haven't really talked too much about this on here. I've mentioned it, but I've not talked about it. But I lost my mum when I was 20. Now, my mum was 40 when she passed away, and she passed away from something called sudden arrhythmic death disorder. Now, I'm not a medical professional, so I don't know the ins and outs, but what this means from my understanding is that there was a problem with the electrical signals to her heart and it just stopped beating. It was cardiac arrest, like her heart just stopped beating, the signals weren't doing what they were meant to be doing, and she dropped dead unexpectedly out of nowhere. We didn't see it coming, and that was it. So it was just a normal day and then she was gone. That wasn't a weight related thing. Like that's just a thing, and it is something that could be hereditary, but that's it. I get tested. That's not what this is about. This point of talking about this is the fact that she passed away at such a young age. Now, I'm not sat here thinking, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die at a young age. That's not necessarily what it is. But I do think that when you lose a parent or someone super close to you at such a young age, it does have an impact on the way that you look at life, or like you think about time. And I think, especially as I'm getting older and I'm turning 30 next year, it's playing on my mind that in my mum's life, like if I was my mum, I would have 10 years left of my life. And you might not understand this way of thinking if you haven't been in a similar situation, and I really hope you haven't. But some of you probably can relate. So I keep thinking, like, if I was my mum, I'd have 10 years left. And do I want to spend the next 10 years of my life trying to be fitter, trying to lose weight to be able to do all these things that I want to do, potentially failing, potentially not getting there, potentially putting on more weight? Because every year of my life I've been bigger than I was the year before, like every year. The same, if not bigger. most of the time bigger? Do I want to spend the next 10 years of my life, which was the rest of the life she had, trying to lose weight and become fitter and probably failing? Because I've only ever failed. And I don't want to. There's a lot of stuff I want to do, and that she didn't get to do. And I would really like to be able to do those things. So it does influence the way that I'm looking at things. It really, really does. So I think that's potentially why now is the time. It's the getting back into the world after the pandemic and realizing there's things that I can't do that I want to do. Getting older and thinking about my mum. The way that I feel in my body now that I'm the biggest I've ever been, and how that's affecting the way my body feels and my fitness levels. All these things. And it just means it's just the right time for me. So that being said, I am still petrified. I've never had an operation. It's going to mean massive life changes. I'm going through therapy alongside this because I rely on food for emotional support. So I'm going to have to change that aspect of my life and find new ways of coping with situations. So I'm going through therapy at the same time as having this surgery to help with that side of things, because surgery is just a tool. Surgery is just a tool. I'm not going to wake up after surgery and be skinny or never be hungry again, or be perfectly fit and healthy, or never have any of the same demons that I've battled with. They're still going to happen. There's just a tool that's going to help me. So there's still a lot of work. This is going to be the hardest thing I've ever done in my life by far, and I'm not blind to that. I really do know that. So that's why the therapy aspect is really important. I've never had a surgery before, so that's a bit frightening, but more than anything, I am excited. I really, really am excited to I'm thinking in my head of all these things that I want to do next year that I haven't been able to do because of my size and my fitness. And there's this massive list of all these things that I want to do, and I'm going to be able to do them. That's just incredible to me. Nothing is guaranteed, and like I said, I have to work really hard, but if I do what I'm meant to do, I will be able to do these things. And that's just an incredible thing to know. And it's just the most powerfully motivating thought that there is, that I can do the things that I've not been able to do before because of the size of my body. So I'm scared, but I'm excited. It's been a whirlwind of emotions and feelings, and it's been a lot. But I'm excited. Now, I want to talk a little bit about what this means for YouTube and for the content that I make, because obviously you're here watching me on YouTube, so you're probably thinking, like, what does that look like? So I sort of toed and froed about what I wanted to do, and I've come to the decision that I do want to document this process for a couple of reasons. One, like, my channel is me sharing my life with you guys. Like, yes, I do hauls, that sort of thing, but I share my life. I do vlogs, I talk to you about what's going on in my life, and every video I make is relevant to my life. And it would feel really strange and difficult for me to have this massive thing going on in my life and not share it. So that's one reason. Two, I've found it so hard throughout the process of making my decision to find good quality content for people that have gone through this process. So there's been people that vlog it here and there, and I'm not saying there's no one, because there definitely is, but like, if I'm looking at doing something, I want to watch it from 10 people's point of views. Like, I want to know different experiences and different viewpoints and things. And a lot of what I've seen has been people who've had the surgery and then pick up the camera and do a couple of vlogs and then leave it there. And that has been helpful, but what I really wanted through this decision-making process is to be able to see someone document every step and keep up with it, and just provide the information that I was needing. And I think that I can do that. Like, I've been making videos for 3 years, and I think I'm quite good at making videos now. Hopefully you agree, otherwise thank you for watching my videos if you don't think they're very good. But yeah, I think I can make good quality content, and I think that the content I make could be really helpful for someone else going through this journey. So I want to do it because I share my life, and I want to do it because I think it would be helpful for someone else. I know that some people come to my channel, like I've said, because it's a safe space and they don't want to hear about weight loss, and that's absolutely fine. So I think the approach that I'm going to take, and let me know your thoughts on this, is that I'm going to keep my weight loss related videos and my surgery videos very separate to everything else I do. So if you click on a clothing haul, I'm not going to be talking about my surgery. I'm not going to be talking about my weight. You might see that I'm smaller. I might be trying on clothes in a smaller size, but you can be safe in knowing if you click on that video, you're not going to hear about surgery. You're not going to hear about weight. Anything that I put out to do with my weight loss journey, my health journey, my surgery journey, you will know from the title of that video. So if that isn't something that you want to watch, do not click on it. That is fine. I know that for some people, they're not going to want to see that, and that's absolutely fine. Like, just please know that that is really, really fine. But I will be making it so clear from the title of the video whether or not there's going to be some discussion of surgery. I also know that for some people, this might be the time for you to stop watching my channel. One thing that I've been a massive advocate for is that you should only follow people on social media who make you feel good about yourself. I've talked about this quite a few times. I've had to go through the process of unfollowing people, especially on Instagram, that made me feel lesser about myself, and I urge you to do the same. And if that involves stepping away from my channel, I completely understand that. Like, do what is best for you. If me getting smaller, losing weight, having this surgery and talking about it is gonna be damaging to you in any way, shape or form, please do not put yourself in that position. Unsubscribe. Thank you so much for your support till now. I really appreciate it, but I promise you, I believe that you should do the right thing for you and unsubscribe if that is what needs to happen. But for those of you who do stick around, thank you for a start. My content isn't going to change. I'm still going to make all the same videos that I make now. I'm going to do my vlogs, my house stuff, my vlogging, hopefully some travel vlogs soon. I'm still going to make the same content. It's just there's going to be some extra content. And that's going to be around me documenting this process. And I do hope that that is okay with you. I don't know. I'm not asking for permission, but I also really care about this community because you guys have changed my life. And I say this all the time, but I don't know how else to say it, but you've changed my life from where I was 2 or 3 years ago, and the confidence levels that I had then compared to now through the support and love that you've given me on YouTube. It's just unimaginable. Like, I've been on TV in a freaking bikini. Like, that would have never ever in a million years have felt possible without the support that you guys have given me throughout my YouTube journey. So I really care for my community. Like, I'm not exaggerating when I say YouTube has changed my life. So yeah, that's what's happening. Surgery's in 3 days, like I said. I have been documenting it up till now, and I will be documenting as much as I can. If anyone has any questions, I'm sure I'll be doing Q&As once, I don't know, like after surgery, a couple of weeks after surgery, I'm not sure, I don't know. I'm gonna have to take everything by ear and just see how things go and see how quickly I recover, and give myself some time. But yeah, if you have any questions, please do leave them down below, and I will keep a hold of them for when I do a Q&A. In fact, it probably won't be too much longer after this video, because I'm thinking in my time, like it's probably a couple of weeks in my time, but in your time it might be like a week or so. So please do leave comments if you have any questions. But yeah, that's it. That's That's my life news. I'm not planning to change as a person. I think that's really important to say. The things that I believe and the things that I stand for and the way that I look at things, it's not going to change just because I've lost weight. I'm still going to be who I am. So when you come to my channel, you're still going to see me as I am. I just might look a little bit different, and I might be doing a little bit more, which can only be better in terms of content. Yeah, I think I should end this video here because I feel like I have been rambling, and yeah, I just want to thank you so much for your support up till now, and for your support from now. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't know how to end this video. I'm feeling more awkward than normal. But yeah, just thank you so much to each and every one of you, and I will speak to you soon. Yeah, it's the beginning of a new journey. But I'll keep you updated for those of you that want to know. I'll see you next time. Bye.